I hope. Yeah, I guess. Alright. Well, this live stream is just going to be just a boring thing to do. Oops. Hold on. I know. So both of these are focused. So let me just do that. And the live stream is going. So if anybody wants to ask some questions, let me know between the two projectors. And I'm going to have a little smoke. Not weed, but just smoking. And then I'm just going to answer a few questions between these two technologies and these two different projectors. So I'm going to let this video just roll, and I'll be right back, and then we'll start answering questions. Two different projectors. Hi guys, I'm back. Two different projectors, two different technologies. So yeah. So that's what this live stream is about right now. And they're both focused. The bottom one is the Optima. The top one is the LG. As you guys can already tell the differences between two technologies, it is quite surprising. Which one has the better technology? So, how's it going? How's it going? You guys are seeing two different technologies for projectors. And if you guys got any questions, leave it in the... And I'll answer all these questions for you. So the top one is the LG, the bottom one is the Optima PT100. Now, if you guys have seen my unboxing between the two, you guys can actually know that these two are actually the ones right out of the box. In terms of technology, everybody likes to go with DLP. LCOS is 20 times better than DLP, but I prefer DLP because it's just a single chip, and I will talk about DLP later on in the future. But yeah, these are the two different technologies, two different things. Top one's LG, the bottom one is Optima, and the technology between these two is just immaculate. I mean, they're both different and they're both good in their own rights. Now, which one do you prefer? Well, as you guys can already tell, I prefer with the Optima. The Optima is the top one. It is a nice looking projector with no problems whatsoever. It's just great right out of the box. So if you guys got any questions, please leave it in the comment section below in the live stream about these two different types of technologies and the two different projectors, and then I will answer these questions for you. But as you guys can already see right now, you guys can actually see the differences. And like I said, the bottom one is the Optima, the top one is the LG. The LG PH150B on the top, and the Optima PT100 on the bottom. So if you guys got any questions, please leave it in the live stream, and then I can help you out with the projectors and what type of technologies that you guys should go for. Now, I'm just letting you guys know that if you guys want 3D, they do make LCOS 3D projectors. I think, JVC, Sony, they make LCOS 3D projectors. But the 3D realm, when it comes to projectors, you might want to go with DLP. DLP is so much better when it comes to 3D technology. 3D technology, and to get what you want onto the screen. So I'm going to talk about the brightness and all this beautiful stuff. So if you guys got any questions about these two projectors or any projector technology, or which projector manufacturers I do prefer over which one you guys should buy, leave it in the comments on this live stream. I can answer all these questions for you. I've been dealing with projectors almost a decade already, so I kind of know my limitations and what I know and what I do not know. I will let you guys know which one I do know and which one I don't know. But for my straightforward answer is the LCOS is definitely the way to go. But if you guys don't need to worry about that, well, let me tell you guys something. The LCOS projectors actually do come with screen retention. And what screen retention is, it is a picture that's just glued onto the screen. Like, you can't take it off. The only way that you could get rid of screen retention is actually when you turn the projector off, leave it for a couple days, and turn it back on, and hopefully the screen retention or the screen burn-in will go away. LCOS are not notorious for that. The 3 LCD projectors, they are notorious for having screen burn-in or screen retention. So if you guys are worried about screen retention or screen burn-ins, then don't go for 3 LCD. Go for a DLP. That's all I gotta say about that. There's no way around DLP when it comes to screen burn-ins. You never hear a DLP projector having burn-ins. Picture quality. Well, the top one is 720p. The bottom one is 480p. Yeah, the Optima is a cheap bastard. Of course, you guys can buy 1080p, 4K Optima projectors, including LGs and everybody. But yeah, these are the two different technologies and the two different projectors I have. And I just wanted to compare these two, so I'll let everybody know what my intake on between the two technologies and the two brands. The Optima is a great projector manufacturer. I mean, they're great all around. You can't go wrong with Optima. LG is a little bit on top of Optima because LG has been making projectors way longer than Optima. And Sony made projectors all the way to the CRT projector era. So, yeah, Sony's a little bit ahead of everybody else's game. But when it comes to these two technologies or these two manufacturers to today's age, I see people buying more BenQ and LG projectors than Optima. I may be wrong. Maybe you guys got another setup that probably you guys got another setup that okay. Probably you guys got a different manufacturer that you guys like and love and trust. I do trust LG. I used to have a Sony. And I do trust Optima. So that's why I picked these two brands. Now my main projector is an InFocus IN3118HD, which is a full 1080p projector, but that is a conference room projector. These two projectors right here are classified as home video projectors, so they're meant to be at the home. You guys could take these projectors to a conference room, but it's not going to be that relevant. My InFocus one, that is a conference room projector. That is a 3500 lumen projector. That thing is effing bright. The top one, that is a 130 lumen projector. And the Optima, that is I think it's a 50 lumen projector. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Look it up at Projector Central if I'm wrong. But yeah, the top one, that is an LG. The bottom one, that is a Optima. So, any questions, let me know right now, and then I will answer them as best as I can. Let me see if these two projectors are still in focus, because they have a tendency to get out of focus. I don't know why they do. Okay, Optima's in focus. LG is kind of out of focus, but it's 720p, so I don't need to really worry about it. So any questions, please leave it in the comment section of this live stream. I want you guys to ask questions about projectors. That's what I'm here. This channel used to be Projector Freak, and that's why it's in the quotation in my, in my YouTube channel name, because I worked for projectors a long, long time. Of course, I had cheaper projectors. I had those cheap knockoff projectors. I didn't have an LG. I didn't have an Optima. I didn't have it in focus. I had a Hitachi. But I worked with projectors so long that I kind of figure out which one is which, and which one is better, and which one is kind of crap. So, again, the top one is LG. The bottom one is an Optima. And of course, I'm going to get a lot of people saying, how come you can't just project the InFocus one as well? Well, if I project the InFocus one, it's going to cover the LG one, and that will not make any sense. And plus, people kind of comment on my videos going, do a comparison video. Well, I am doing a comparison video between an LG and an Optima. Why don't you just add the InFocus one? Well, first off, the InFocus one is 3500 lumens. These guys are lower lumens, so it's going to wash these two out right out of the gate. And plus, the InFocus is 1080p, true 1080p, 1920 by 1080. I don't want to do a comparison between two small projectors and a big boy projector. That will not make any sense. These two are not top of the line, but they are good projectors to put in your bag or put in your pocket, and then you're just on the go. So the colors between the two. Look at the white. Hold on. Wait. Let's go back a little. Nope, not that. That's the bed. Oh, there we go. Okay. Look at the white. I mean, just the white is actually just shocking between the two. Look at the white. The top one, again, LG. The bottom one, of course, is Optima. Look at the white. Like, you can't. I gotta put on my hat because I got an afro going on because I got done taking the shower, and yeah. I mean, there's no. Damn you guys. Like, oh my god. The LG is so much better than the Optima. I mean, I've seen a lot of reviews on the Optima. And when I see the reviews on the Optima, I'm like, okay, I mean, the Optima, well, it's a cute little projector. It looks like a toy. Don't get me wrong, this thing actually does look like a toy. But it is kind of cute. Okay, I get it. The LG is, I mean, look at the difference. I mean, which one do you prefer? Optima, it just looks pretty bad in white, or this actually white color? Um, Again, the color wheel on the Optima is not, it's not broken, you guys. It's not broken. That is actually the setting that the Optima has. These two are not, I didn't mess around with these two settings at all. This one's standard and this one's standard. Look at the difference. Like, you can't really have an argument when it comes to the white brightness. You can't have an argument. You really can't. You can't be like, oh my god, the Optima looks so much better than the LG. Come on, guys. Look at this. And plus, another thing is, the LG is LCOS and the Optima is DLP, which I heard DLP have better color than LCOS. But LCOS technology is a little bit more expensive than DLP, and that's the reason why people buy DLP over LCOS. But, I mean, you guys can actually see the difference, guys. There's no argument. There is no argument. Let me see what the chat is saying. The chat is not really saying much, but that's okay. That's fine. Leave a like. Leave a like if you guys want to see this type of comparison videos with other projectors that I have. I have an Epson. I have an Epson Brightlink 455WI that's sitting on the ground that I use for using for my computer. So I could do a comparison between the Epson and the Infocus. That will actually make sense. But if I turn on the Infocus versus these two projectors, that's not good. That's not fair. That is absolutely not fair. 130 lumens for the LG and 50 lumens for the Optima. Yeah, it's not a comparison either, but they're kind of close. If I turn on the Infocus and then I throw an image on this wall, they're both going to be washed out. That's why I'm not doing it. So let's continue on with the video here. I don't even know why this keeps doing that. That's kind of weird. All right. Well, here's another one. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Oh, boom, right there. Red. Not so red. Okay. And plus, I can see the time. I can read this. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 14 seconds on this video. With the Optima, I can read it, but it's kind of not so good. Again, the Optima is a cheap projector. If you want to buy it, go right ahead. I bought it. It works. It's not great, but it works. It's not an LG where it's 720p. It works, but it's not great. And again, these two is new. And there is a box of the LG. Okay? And here's a box of the Optima. So these two are brand new projectors. It's not like I just bought one and then I just buy the box. No, these two are brand new projectors right out of the box. Ta-da! So, yeah, pick your poison. That's what I have to say. Pick your poison. LG is definitely small. It's compact. It has a USB input, so you can actually play videos without connecting it to a bloody computer. It can read all different types of formats, including DivX HD, if you guys know what DivX is. It can play that as well. MP3, MOV, AIFF, all the video and audio formats it can actually read. And if you guys got a high resolution picture, it can actually read all the way up to 16K resolution picture. Not 16K resolution video, but it can read 16K resolution photos. But it will downscale it to 720p because that's a native, resolution for this projector. So it can read 16K resolution picture on the LG. The Optima is just a plug and play. It just has composites and a VGA. That's what you get. That's what you get. And then this has, HDMI. It has wireless capabilities. It can wirelessly. Bluetooth is another one for the LG. So this one definitely a home video projector. The LG is a home video projector, but it's not. It has some big limitations. And what's also weird about it is that the Optima is how can I say this without hurting anybody? It actually does have Optima. How am I going to say this without hurting their feelings? Optima kind of is not my favorite brand. Not because of this. I don't know. I just feel like LG is stepping up on top of their game other than Optima. Let's not go to ViewSonic. But, yeah. The picture quality between 720p and 480p. Again, they're both in focus. I can actually see the pixels on the Optima, and I can see the pixels on the LG. So they're both in focus. And another thing is that the LG only has 29 or probably has 30 hours on it right now. This is how I know that if you want to know, going off topic, if you guys want to know how many hours your LG projector, I don't know about the modern ones with the WebOS, but this type of operating system, if you want to know how many hours you're actually using on this projector, well, let me show you guys. So you hit settings, you go to customer support, which is the red button. You click the red button, and then it's going to go product and service info. And it's already checked off because that's the only option that you have there. Click OK, and then it'll show you your model number, your software version, homepage, LG.com. Used time, right here, used time, 30 hours. So upset LG saying hours, they have used time. So whenever you see used time, that's how many hours the LG actually has on it. So it's 30 hours. So I use 30 hours on this projector. That tells you I don't really use this. The Optima, you can't figure that one out. But yeah, the use time on an LG, when they describe how many hours you have on the bulb, they call it use time. They don't call it, 29H hours. They don't use that. For LG, they classify it as used time. So 30 hours on the bulb. Okay? So that's how you know how many hours you have on your LG projector. Especially in this one, the PH150B and the PH150G. But do you know what's weird? The PH150B is a lot cheaper than the PH150G. They're both the same projector. One is black and one is gold. I don't know why LG did that. I don't know why it's different prices, but it's just how the way the cookie crumbles, bro. Yeah, so the PH150B is a lot cheaper than the PH150G. I don't know. The PH150G, I looked it up online. It's about $700. And it's the same projector as mine. It's just gold and white. And the PH150B is a lot cheaper. Same technology, same lumens, same features. Everything's the same. It's just painted gold. Thank you, LG. Yeah, there you go. So if you guys got any questions, please leave it in the comment section of this live stream. I would love to answer any questions you guys have. Just make sure that they're not dumb questions. I'm just throwing that one out of the gate. So, there you go. That is the differences between the two. They're both same prices, but one is cheaper than the other. Well, okay, I kind of contradict myself. They're both almost in the same prices, but one is a little bit better than the other. So you guys can already tell. Look at the picture. So, oh, somebody just messaged me. Should I buy an LCOS over DLP? Well, when it comes to questions like that, it actually depends on your personal preference and what type of technology you want. Like, I mean, I'm not saying all DLP projectors looks like the Optima. All right, I'm not saying all DLP projectors look like the Optima. Like my Focus looks so much better between these two. Well, this one has a higher contrast ratio than my Focus. But I mean, it's technically your personal preference. To be brutally honest, like you guys can buy an ultra short throw if you guys want. Do I prefer ultra short throw? I mean, I don't really think ultra short throw is better than long throw, is what they call these. Um, but they say that ultra short throw you can actually lose some picture quality. It really depends. I'm not saying that's true or false, but it kind of depends on your personal preference. Um, I mean, if I was anybody, I would actually choose DLP. If you like that 3D experience, all projectors now still comes with 3D enabled capabilities, which is kind of a shocker because 3D was dead long time ago. But people still buy used Blu-ray 3D um, discs, and then I mean, stick with the DLP if you want that 3D experience. I mean, DLP is definitely known to have better 3D experience than LCOS or else 3 LCDs and SXRD. I think that's Sony. Yeah, that's Sony. That's a Sony LCOS projector technology. Same technology. It's just their proprietary version because they want to be different. Yeah. Choose your poison. That's all I gotta say. Just choose your poison. LCOS versus DLP. 3 LCD. I kind of prefer you guys staying away from that. Epson, good brand, good brand, but 3 LCD. I prefer you guys staying away from that. Let's see. What else? I talk about DLP. I talk about LCOS. I kind of talked about 3 LCD. What else? A lot of people is always asking about screen burning. As in the electronic industry, it's called screen retention. Um, a lot of people is kind of worried about that. Like if I throw an image onto through the projector for long periods of time, is it going to do a screen burn in and stuff like that? There's a lot of people. Well, with modern projectors, they don't really have screen retention or screen burn-in. But if you actually look at the history of 3 LCDs and LCOS, yeah, they do have screen retention. They do have screen burn-ins. That's just the nature of the technology. But projectors now don't really have screen retention because in the settings you can actually make that go away. So I mean, they put that in the settings because people are getting screen retentions, and screen retentions are a bitch to get rid of. Like if you have an OLED TV, and then you have a image on the OLED TV for an extended period of time, and then when you switch it to another channel or input, you can still see the freaking the news anchor, the title. Yeah, that's called screen retention. Modern projectors don't have that problem. Like I never had any problems with the LG having it. Like I could keep it on this screen right now if I wanted to and not have screen retention at all. It's just the nature of the technology. DLP does not have that because DLP is a micro mirror display technology. So it it uses mirrors. Like you don't really see screen retention on DLP projectors. Like I could keep this screen on right now or this screen on the Optima and then it won't have any issues. But if I keep it on the 3 LCD or the LCOS, it might have it. It might have screen retention. So I think that's another reason why people do DLP, but I might digress on that. What else? Screen retention is a big one that everybody's scared of. So don't be scared about screen retention. All right, just turn your projector off and turn it back on, and It'll go away. It'll go away. If it doesn't go away, then the projector is just garbage. But if it does go away, if you turn it off and turn it back on later on down the line, it'll go away. DLP never has screen retention issues. If it does, then nobody will buy the technology. So, yeah, screen retention is a pain in the ass. But at the same time, it's not gonna kill your projector. It's just gonna cause a screen burn in, and then it'll go away when you turn it off and leave it off for an extended period of time. So DLP doesn't have that issue. LCOS, I never had any issue with this projector having it. Of course, my InFocus is not gonna have it because that's a DLP projector. My Epson does have that issue. Yeah, I mean it's a conference room projector. The 455WI, the Epson Brightlink 455WI that's on the floor down there. It does have that issue where if I leave a screen on one screen for a long period of time, yeah, it does have screen retention. It sucks, but just don't leave your projector on one screen for long periods of time. Only if you use DLP, you can leave it on that screen forever. Um, Another thing about DLP that I don't really like is like the mirrors could break, and the mirrors on the DLP chip actually makes the picture. That could easily get destroyed. It's one of those things that you don't want to carry your DLP projector around like a freaking rag doll. Not like you should. Um, yeah, DLP projectors can have that issue. And that issue is, it's not the worst issue in the world. There's replacements of DLP chips all over the place. Like I could find a replacement chip for this Optima, this bottom one over here. And I should be fine. But I mean the DLP chip, the replacement chip itself could cost 60, 70, 80, $90. I know that's a big ass jump, but um, three LCD projectors, you can't really change the screen or the chips on it. So if you have a dead three LCD projector, if you have a three LCD projector and it's not working, it's not worth fixing it. If you have a DLP projector, yeah, that's kind of worth fixing because they actually sell parts for the DLP chip. But with three LCD projectors, those are a bitch to align, and if you don't align right, then you have this thing that's called chromatic. What's it called? Chromatic. It's something that's not aligned right, and then you can actually see chromatic. You can actually see like the RGB not lining up. So if you guys trying to fix a three LCD projector, good luck. DLP projectors are easy to fix. You just buy the chip, then you tear your projector apart, and then put the chip back in, and then just screw it in, and there you go. You're done. So yeah, DLP projectors are easy to fix than three LCD projectors. LCOS is kind of the same thing between the two. LCOS projectors are kind of like DLP, and kind of it's LCOS is the combine of DLP and 3 LCD. I know it's a jumble of bullcrap in the projector industry, but 3 LCD and DLP, it's technically LCOS is technically those two technologies together. Yeah, I mean if you guys want more information about LCOS, just look it up online. I mean, it's a great technology. I love this technology. The picture quality is just amazing. But it's sometimes it's a headache. Be brutally honest with you, it's sometimes a headache. 34 minutes, 34 minutes and 30 seconds. So I might stop this live stream soon. And I'm going to put these projectors away because I'm not going to keep these out. But I am using my LCOS projector for something cool that you guys are going to see later on this channel. It's going to happen in Halloween. I'm going to show you guys my idea on what I could use or you could use with your LG portable projector. It's great. It's for Halloween. It's just amazing. If you guys know what I'm talking about, leave it in the comment section. It's my idea is just blown. It's blown away. But yeah. I mean, yeah. It's kind of cool having two different technologies, and you compare them, and you're like, wow, the LCOS is so like the LG is so much better than BenQ. I mean the BenQ. I used to have a BenQ, but I gave my BenQ away. Um, yeah, I mean having these two technologies in front of your face, and then you're just like, wow, there is a major differences between these two. And then a lot of people always ask, why is there so many different technologies and projectors? There you go. That's the reason why. Look at look at the Optima is a lot darker than the LCOS. Yeah, just that's why there's so many different technologies and so many different things that you could do with a projector. It's just amazing. Um, do you prefer that? That's another question that people always ask me. Do you prefer a TV over a projector? That one is actually quite tough because I could get rid of my TV and use my in focus projector all day because it's 1080p and 1080p resolution. It's not obsolete. 1080p will never be obsolete. 720p, yeah, it's starting to become obsolete. But would I get rid of my TV, my 4K TV, and then just watch 1080p content? I mean, I could. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. 1080p is not the worst thing in the world. I mean, we're living in an age where high resolution technology and resolution is going way so high up. Now they're talking about 8K. 8K. Dude, some people cannot even see fucking 4K, let alone freaking 8K. But I mean, would I get rid of my 4K TV and just use my in focus all day, every day? If I have the right setup, I would. I sorry guys. I mean, 1080p is not really obsolete if you actually think about it. 1080p is not obsolete. Like you're watching this, you're probably gonna watch the next video that I'm gonna talk about and this live stream in 1080p. You guys are watching this live stream in 1080p. You guys are gonna watch the next video that I'm gonna make in 1080p. So 1080p is not obsolete. That's why I upgraded my Sony projector to my InFocus. Now my InFocus, it is a conference room projector. It's not made to watch movies. You know, my InFocus is a conference room projector. It's made for conference rooms. It's not made for what I'm doing here. But living in Florida and having a lot of sunlight going through my window, 3500 lumens, you know, that's why I'd rather have a conference room projector over a home theater projector when it comes to living in Florida. I just recently just moved to Florida, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to move to Florida. There's a lot of sun in Florida. Sometimes we have a lot more rain than we do with sun. But when it comes to one of those days that's going to have really, really bright sun, I don't want a home theater projector. I'd rather have a conference room projector because sometimes I want to use my projector during the daytime, not only at night. So, yeah, that's why I got a conference room projector. So, again, would I get rid of my TV and just use my InFocus all day, every day? I do need to change the lamp on that fucking thing. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. These two projectors are home video projectors, so they're actually designed and manufactured and idea to be used at the home. But I'd rather have a conference room projector because it's a lot brighter. Yeah, I don't really care about the contrast ratio. I know that sounds stupid, but I don't really care about the contrast ratio. All I care about is the higher resolution. That's why I went for the InFocus projector. I just want 1080p. Haven't stuck with 720p Sony for a long time, and it was great. But come on, getting stuck with 720p is not, it's not the worst thing. I mean, look, the LG is a 720p. This one up here. This is LG. The top one is LG. The bottom one is Optima. So, I mean, the LG is beautiful. I mean, look at the picture quality on that thing. That thing is just beautiful right out of the box. No change of settings or whatever. It's just beautiful right out of the box. The Optima is the same one right out of the box. They're both in standard. So, standard settings, standard picture settings. So, I never touch them. I don't really like tweaking projectors. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Even the in focus is in probably standard setting too. I don't really touch the I don't really touch the menu in the in focus. I don't know why. I mean I could put it on cinema mode, but it's just gonna look pretty shoddy. So I just use it on standard. My TV's on standard. I didn't even change the I haven't even changed the settings on my TV. But yeah, that is what it looks like between the two. Now if I go to my stop that. Go here. Go to my desktop. There you go. That's my desktop. That actually looks better than I expected. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here real soon, you guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this is educational for people who wants to start buying projectors. Now I gotta put all the projectors away. And put all my movies back on my shelf. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm so happy that you guys joined me for this day today to just letting you guys know the differences between two technologies. It's been great. It's been fun talking to you guys. It's been great talking about projectors because I'm a freak when it comes to that stuff. When it comes to this stuff, display technologies, you can't shut me up when it comes to projectors. Like, I'll talk about projectors all day. And that's kind of mainly what this channel was for. It was mainly for projectors. It wasn't mainly for movies and buying movies and stuff like that. It was only made for projectors. And then I see some people like, why don't you make a video about your Blu-ray, your DVD players, your 4Ks, your HD DVDs? And I was like, how do you guys know that I have that? I followed you on Facebook. Okay. So that's where the other stuff comes into play. And then I changed the name to Video File Freak, and here we are today. For the rest of people who subscribe to me, thank you very much for subscribing to me. I highly, highly appreciate it. It's because of you guys that I can do this for a living. And technically, with everybody that's new and stuff like that, please leave a like, please subscribe. From my last video when I bought all those physical medias, I asked the crowd, I asked you guys, what type of movies you guys want me to buy next? Like what movie, what format? And then I'll buy it, and then I'll watch the movie, and then I'll do a review on it. So let me know what type of movies you guys want me to buy, because I will make it rain, motherfucker, make it rain when it comes to movies and stuff like that. But yeah, these are the two different technologies, and I hope this informs you. I hope this informs you guys that it's your personal preference when it comes to projectors. What do you want out of a projector? Do you want 3D? You want DLP? You want LCOS, like the top one, like the LG? Do you want the DLP like the Optima is, or my InFocus? Sony, JVC. JVC is really fucking expensive. Good luck trying to buy one of those. So many technologies, so many preferences, so many options out there that makes your home theater experience a great one. And then that's what these manufacturers are doing. They're taking all this technology and all these great minds, bring them together to give you the best home theater experience. And guys, keep going to the movie theater, because the movie theater is the one that brings you these awesome films. Every time that you purchase a ticket, go straight to the movie studios. That's the reason why it's so damn expensive. So just keep supporting the movies, keep supporting these people, keep going to the theater, because if you don't, there'll be no cinema. So, I mean, of course, I have projectors. Of course, I got movies. I'd rather go to the movies than watching it at home sometimes. Let me turn on this fucking light. So I'd rather go to the movies than watching it at home. I know that sounds kind of shoddy, but you got a projector, you got everything. You can actually watch movies at home. I'd rather go to the movies, you guys. I mean, seriously, no lie, I'd rather go to the movies. Let me play some. Shut your stupid face. Let me just keep playing this video for now when it's behind me. Yeah, having the projector is great. I'm not saying that don't go to the movies. I'm saying go to the movies more often so you guys can support these great films, these great directors, these great actors. Don't always stream shit online, you guys. Don't always stream shit online. Buy yourself physical media. Because when you're actually holding a disc in your hand, you don't own the movie. You own a viewing licensing for that movie. But when you're actually having the physical media in your hand, like directly in your hand, that is just a great experience. You got better picture quality. You got better audio. You have you have HDR. You have this. You have that. You have 5.1, 7.1, 7.1.2. You have 9.2.2 Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision. You can't get all that in the movie theater. Plus, you can't get 4K in a movie theater. But you could actually enjoy a bigger screen experience in the movie theater than you do at home. Just support the studios. They deserve it. These people deserve all this money. And for a video file freak like me, I'm still going to be buying physical media. I'm still going to be reviewing projectors like I normally do. Home audio, all this stuff. I mean, this is my livelihood. All this stuff that I'm showing you right now, buying projectors, reviewing them, doing all this stuff. This is what I enjoy to do. So being enough said, I highly recommend you guys go to the movies. I highly recommend buying yourself a projector and actually watching the movie at home too. But just go to the movies. It's not that bad. Probably there is like a movie theater right near your house. Get in the car, pay the $15 or $17 or whatever, and then just watch a movie. Have yourself a good time. Sneak some popcorn in because we all know how expensive popcorn is. But enough said of that. That's the differences between the two. So leave a like, please subscribe, and then yeah, I'm happy that you guys watched this live stream. You guys have been great. 361 subscribers. I know that's really low into the YouTube world, but I haven't promoted this channel that much, and I've seen some people hopping in and out of this live stream saying like, yeah, this is maybe a little bit boring, but I am getting some education about, I am being educated about projectors, about physical media, about TVs and stuff like that. The next video that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you a DLP chip and how it works. I do have a DLP chip. It's not for any of these projectors. I just bought a random DLP chip just to make the video on. So I'm going to make a video on the DLP chip so you guys can understand what is a DLP, how does it work, and why is it a good technology than 3LCE that Epson has given us. And then I'll be talking about lamp-based projectors, LED projectors that you guys are seeing right now. And I don't have a laser projector. I wish I could get my hands on one. But I'll do a follow-up on laser as well. But I mean, these are the two different technologies. They're both LED. They're a great choice. Just make sure that you do this. to enjoy it. I mean, don't have ambient light like I did. Just turn the light off, kick up your feet, watch a movie. And that is what this channel is all about. Enjoying cinema, enjoying everything that we all enjoyed for the past 100 years. Movies and projection. So, there you go. Top one LG, the bottom one Optima. And I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.